Hi guys, I am back with another video. This is going to be talking about Rick Grimes. This is it, his final episode. It airs tonight. And see what's after Rick Grimes. And I wanted to do my 10 favorite moments throughout this whole series with Rick Grimes. And first off, I wanted to thank Andrew Lincoln that plays Rick. To thank him for giving us the last 9 years of his life, his family, and yeah, I want to thank his wife and kids for letting us have this wonderful man and great actor to played this character that was based off the comics and brought him to life. So I wanted to thank Andrew Lincoln's wife and kids for allowing us to have this wonderful person. And I want to thank Andrew Lincoln for having this for us too. It's kind of sad that what's going to happen, but I'm thankful for what he has given us so far. And yeah, so out of the way, I want to do my top 10 moments and stuff like that. Let me know in the comments what your favorite moments of Rick Grimes. So number 10 is when Carl got shot with Jesse, dying, Sam dying, and Ron. I think this is one of the big moments for Rick because of what happened with the No Way Out arc, and with the struggle with the herd, and him protecting Carl and trying to get everybody safe, and then with Sam getting eaten, and when then Jesse got eaten, Carl was attached to Jesse when she was getting eaten alive. So Rick really cared for Jesse, but it was more important to save Carl's life, so he cut Jesse's arm off to save Carl, but accidentally, when Ron tried to kill Rick, Michonne killed him, and actually Carl loses his eye. And this really was a breaking moment with him. He thought that he lost his son. He walked out and tried to take out the earth. We see him with another moment I will get to later, how this scene and another scene relates to real close together. So number 9 is the whole Alexander deal. First off, Rick was really hesitate of adjusting with the whole Alexander, with the farm, losing the farm, then losing the prison. He really did not trust or open up about the whole Alexander was safe for Carl and Judas and everybody else in the group. So we see him struggle and all that stuff. He, with the whole Pete incident with Rick wanted to protect Jess and her sons, and with the whole fight scene with that, then he later on killing Pete because of that, he killing Diana's husband, Reggie, or whatever his name was. So yeah, and then after that, he kind of got adjusted to it, but with the herd and with some of the Alexanders rise up. But later on, I think Rick really kind of got adjusted to and open up and realized that this is a safe place for his friends and his son and daughter. So number 8 is Lori's death, and this is the one I was telling you about that's related to the incident with Carl losing his eye. After Rick loses Lori after childbirth, he went on a madhead, lost his mind, and he went through a really dark space. And what I'm saying why these two related was after Carl got shot, he just left and went crazy and just started killing walkers. And this is kind of related to Lori too. He went kind of mad and killed some walkers who really, he went a dark place for a while, and he got better at season 3, but you can see this is one of the dark moments with that, because he with him and Lori not having a great relationship till the end. Didn't have one till when she passes. So this is another, number 7 is season 1, episode 1 with Bicycle Girl and Teddy Bear Girl, and the whole episode 1 with introduction of Rick, of him seeing him as a cop, getting shot, and then waking up from a coma, of not realize what has come into the world now before when he went in a coma. Now he has found this world. And Bicycle Girl was the first thing he saw after the world has went what it was now. And he runs in that and meets Morgan and going out to Atlanta to try to find his son and wife. And that's how he runs into Glenn. So, but what I was talking about, the Teddy Bear Girl, that's the first thing you've seen Rick Grimes coming with this little girl as she's died and all that stuff. So number 6 is with the whole drama between him and Shane in season 2. We've seen the build up with there's an episode in it, I can't think what episode, but it's the title, it's called 18 Miles Out. You've seen that with him with the whole rental incident, and it's true, we've seen him and Shane being really best friends for a very long time. And it throughout season 1 and definitely towards out season 2, you've seen their friendship went downhill. With Shane sleeping with Lori and eventually Rick finds out about that eventually. But Shane wanted to be with Lori and Carl and wanted to take out Rick, but it's the process of what I'm getting at is like Shane went crazy and Rick had to kill him for the best for everybody in that group, for his son and his wife and the future child, well, aka Judith. But besides the point, it was really tragic of their friendship, and he had to do the right thing to protect everybody. And for number 5, it's going to be season 4, episode 16. That was the finale for season 4, with the whole concept of them going to the terminus. And I think my favorite scene out of that was when I think his name, the Claimers, with Rick and the Claimer Joe had got into it with Rick biting him and ripping his, going in his throat, ripping his part of his throat, and that's how Joe died. And then the person that tried to hurt Carl, Rick killed him. That was a big moment of Rick right there to do something very vicious and violent to protect his son, for no cause. And that right there was really interesting. One of my favorite moments of season 4, and it goes wind up to season 5 with Rick, how he went this dark pace of, that's what number 4 is, season 5, with Rick going to the terminus, and episode 1, 2, and 3, and well, it's 1 and 2, and a couple of episodes with him going after the terminus went downhill, going to the church and finally killing Gareth and his group after they come to the church. And that's really one of Rick's dark times. And that was really interesting to see how Rick, with season 3, he went crazy, and with season 4, being calm and being Farmer Rick, and then had to get back out and had to be dark and crazy and stuff to protect the people he loves. So yeah, and then number 3 is going to be between Rick and Negan. I really love the whole concept between Rick and Negan, when the introduction of Negan, how Rick is scared. That was one of Rick's vulnerable moments right there. He's scared. He didn't know what was going to happen, and losing Abraham and Glenn in the process. Rick didn't know what to do after that, and we've seen that how in season 7 with Rick very vulnerable. He's just scared if he does the wrong move, somebody dies. And I really like the season 7 finale with Rick and Negan having a close moment face to face that I'm going to kill you. and all that stuff. And then throughout season 8 with episode 12 with him due to fight in the season 8 finale. So number 2 and 2 is going to be the whole deal with Rick losing Carl. This was one of the big moments throughout Rick's series of that, losing his son. And when the beginning of the series, Rick wants to find his son, and throughout the series he's protecting his son, and then losing him, and then how he's dealing with the aftermath of losing Carl and all that stuff. That right there is probably one of the big moments of Rick Grimes and that. And then number one of my favorite moments is when Rick finds Carl. That right there is a tearjerker, and that's one of the moments that after Rick going through what he had to go through of after the world went down like it was, he had to find his son and wife. And that moment right there when he got onto the camp, there was Carl, and then that moment between them. But yeah, so that's my top 10 moments of Rick Grimes. Don't forget to put your top moments of Rick Grimes. It's going to be a very emotional episode tonight, and I'm kind of wait to see what the outcome is. So don't forget, I'm doing my live reaction. It'll be up later tonight. So yeah, I want to thank Andrew Lincoln again for having let me and other fans to have this opportunity to have this character come to life and per se, and give us the best 9 years to have 9 seasons of you. And I hope one day I get to meet you. So yeah, so don't forget, tonight is Rick Grimes' final episode, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.